Alrighty. Look at this. Welcome back to Low Energy Videos, where I am muting you and muting you. There we are. Okay, so we are here with a very, 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 very special bit of background music. Can't always use jazz, sometimes I can give my shout outs. I can pull that look off, just so you know. Do I want to? Maybe. So yeah, we are here with the United States of America, excluding the two freak states. Basically, I'm going to be going down my roadmap for next year. If you didn't know what the fuck is wrong with you, but I am going to be currently in America. I'm going to be currently in America, that makes sense. I'm going to be in America next year from, I think, the 20th of January to the 20th of March. Now, this isn't written in stone, but this is going to be more or less my roadmap. This is what I have been getting support from people. This is what I've been suggested to by people and all that. Also, I've been doing research for accommodation in areas where I can't, like, for example, sleep on someone's floor or sofa. Okay, there we go. So, with that said, we'll be going through each area in detail. Now, I'm landing in January in New York, and I've already gone through it. There's a previous video that you'll find on my channel, no problem. I'll be there for 1 week, and as you've seen in the previous one, that's kind of a big deal. Now, after that, I'll be probably following some bullshit road from Buffalo to New York. Now, why Buffalo? Well, because J Darky wants to hang out. It's also a cheap place to stop for the night. It's about 8-hour trip, this is, by the way. After that, I will be spending, I wouldn't say more than 3 or 4 days at the most in Buffalo. I'd say about 3 at the most. But we will do a day trip up to Toronto, where people like Krendar will be hopefully there. I've never been up to Canada, so that'll be pretty good. I absolutely am really looking forward to visiting Canada for the first time. So the fact I'm doing it in such a special way of basically driving over the border, I'll pass by Niagara Falls. I mean, goddamn, I'd be crazy not to. Of course, also paying for the fuel. I wouldn't do that to people. Like, of course, I'll cover my end of it. But in Buffalo, I don't know what's there in Buffalo beyond Jay and Marshall and Faith and Jess and all them. So afterwards, Cleveland. Now, Cleveland, there's nothing in Cleveland that really is jumping out at me. Cleveland is just a place, a stop-off point. Say after maybe week 2 of being in America, I'll be in Cleveland. This is important because, well, I'll be in Ohio for starters. I haven't been in Ohio since I was a teenager. I was in way south of Ohio. I was like here. It was Virginia. Yeah, it was around about here. A town called Wheelersburg. There was a girl I fancied down there, and I went online and went over to see her. And I have to say she's a little too Christian for me, and I was a little bit too physical. Not that I did it bad, but I mean, Jesus Christ, just that she wasn't ready for anything that I was proposing. I was like, oh, alright, I guess I can. Yeah. Which sucks, but at the same time, you know, I actually enjoyed many parts of that trip. So, anyway, after Cleveland, I know there's something in Cleveland I want to do. When I get around to doing the Cleveland video, I will 110% go through what Cleveland has to offer. But I wouldn't say I'm spending more than a day or two at the most in Cleveland. Then down to Columbus. Now, Columbus is going to be the same. There's also a small chance Faith and Chess and Jay and Marshall or whoever wants to come down with me to Cleveland for like the trip, which would be cool because it would save me on bus fare for starters, and it would just be nice to have the company. But you know, that one I wouldn't hold it against them. I wouldn't hold it against them if they cancel at the last minute. I prefer if they didn't cancel at the last minute, but you know. Columbus. So in Columbus, I'll do whatever. I don't know much about Columbus. I know there's a big college there. So after that, I was thinking of going up to Detroit. But there's no one in Detroit that I know all that well. So what's the point? Like, what's the genuine point of it? It would be a detour that would cost me money. Detroit's famous for being a bit of a kip. I don't see the need to. Hell, if that was the case, I'd stay in Toronto and just go down to Detroit. You know, bypass the whole damn thing. Anyway. Well, they're gonna go to Indy. There's tons of stops, by the way, here. There's like a few hour stops here and there. Because I'm taking the bus. That should be pretty cool. Indianapolis is a home of a friend of mine who I haven't seen ever, but I've been in contact with them since the dark days of DeviantArt, so that'll be cool to see. If they cancel, I could change the direction. Go down to, for example, St. Louis. But we'll see. This, of course, like I said, is not written in stone. After that, we head up to Chicago. Now, I will spend a few days in Chicago because it's such a big city, such an important city. I know it's a little bit on the expensive side, so I'll be a good, smart boy. I definitely want to try the deep dish pizza and there's things in Chicago. I'd like to listen to some decent jazz in Chicago, honestly with you. I'd like to listen to some decent jazz. So, we head on from Chicago. Oddly enough, this trip here is the most expensive part of the whole trip. And it's still under $100. So, in Des Moines, I've been to Des Moines once for a few hours. There's nothing there. Or as I call it, Des Moines. But more importantly, it's right next. It's about an 8-hour drive to Omaha. Now, Omaha, I will be spending this is the end of the first part of the trip, as I'll see it. You can just make out the line going through. I should have used a different color. Weird, I keep on adding different songs to this playlist, but it's still so Billy heavy. And he is a big sweet boy. Right, so I'll be spending a week in Omaha, same as last time. Now, I was thinking of popping up at some point to visit Evan in Minneapolis, but as you can see, it's out of the way. So I don't know if I want to, or if I can. I definitely want to. I want to see all these places. I mean, I'd go to Rapid City and I'd definitely go to Fargo. I hear there's nothing in Fargo, but I'd like to go just for the sake of it. I want to hear some of the accents and be like, oh yeah, oh yeah. I actually don't know how well you guys can hear this. This is Big Iron, by the way, this song is. But from Fallout New Vegas, obviously its own song before that, but this song is, it's done alphabetically. It's fucking hilarious.
Body, breath, bullet, business, but by can't tame. Cleared crowd, dare, deadly, death, didn't do early 11 every
okay, so
feet fine, folks.
I'll be in there for about a week. At some point, we want to go outside for a little bit, maybe to there's this famous church nearby there. We even go up to Lincoln. So, but I'm not going to add them because they're not like a requirement. Now, Denver is my next port of call. It's also, this will be the first quarter of the trip. I'll have gotten my feet wet at that point, understanding the ins and outs of just getting from A to B, C to D. Hopefully, my money will be pretty much intact. I have no idea how long this is going to take. That's the key thing. Like, those are 2 guaranteed weeks right here. But in between, not a clue. 4 weeks? We'll be there in February? Maybe. Anyway. Denver. I'll only spend about a day or 2 in Denver. My friends in Omaha do want to maybe come with me down, so they might give me a lift down. Obviously, I pay for it. But it'll be a hell of a good trip. Anyway, the next port of call afterwards is going right through Utah. Good old Las Vegas. Or New Vegas.
111 or outlaw.
Now, not gonna lie, the Vegas appeals and doesn't appeal to me. I'd love to spend some time in Vegas, but I don't really have the money, or if I did have the money at that point, I would probably squander it. Not that I'm much into gambling, but you never know. So, Las Vegas. Now, I have someone in Reno who says they might be up to meeting me. But I don't really see that happening in this part of it. You'll see later how it might be, but it's just the distance is huge. Especially because the next port of call will be halfway finished with the trip. I'll spend a week in Los Angeles. Now, I'm assuming at this point I'll know if I can afford it, whether in time or money, to get back. If I can get back, I'll have to, either I'll take the exact same route I took, which might be interesting, or just as likely I will grab a southern route. Maybe up to 2 or 3 people I know down in the South of America. Anyway, as you can see here, or if the money is so low that I can only afford a flight back, I'll fly out of LA and get back home. Like I said, these will be constantly changing. Now, at the end of my trip there in LA, what I will do is start making my way up north, ideally. This is all under the ideal plan. My way up north. You go to Sacramento or San Francisco. Let's say San Francisco here, just for a day. Overly expensive and incredibly
me here at last on the ground, you in midair.
No. So strange. I had a playlist. Oh, it's the last song, so it makes sense. Piss off. Okay, so I'm in San Francisco, and I head up north.
Hello, hi, I'm a 2019
Portland,
guy.
where I have a friend who lives in
don't
Portland.
need drugs to get high. I have Soylent and wine. I respect girls by getting friends.
Not that point, I'd be insane not to do this, so I'm going to head up north again to Seattle. I joke that I'm going to run across Billy and Ben from Drunken Peasants, but I don't see that happening. At least not in the way I'm thinking it. It's not to say I wouldn't enjoy it, but unlikely. And if I got the money, why the hell don't I go up to Vancouver for a day? Or at least a long day. First train in the morning, last train at night. So, this is outgoing.
My dick's not big, my girlfriend fucks my friend. You say
Backtracked all the way back.
I say it's a win-win, 'cause I'm a cock, and I hope he fucks her good. In a way I wish I could.
Or off the Reno. At that point, I'll probably keep on going down to San Diego. From San Diego to... This is my plan for returning back now.
Hello, hi, I'm a 2019 guy.
I think Phoenix or Flagstaff. So I'm gonna put on Phoenix.
I am offended online.
Then Santa Fe.
I don't really go outside.
And if I'm right, I have a friend who lives in Dallas who would say no to putting me up. Dallas down to Fremont, Baton Rouge. I have to go down to New Orleans. If the money's that good, I can even stay at the base.
My dick's not big, my girlfriend fucks my friend. You say I'm down on my luck, I say it's a win-win.
Leave Theater Atlanta or Savannah next month.
And I hope he fucks her good. In a way I
Columbus.
wish I could.
You can see what's happening now. At this point, it's all very vague. Raleigh, Richmond, DC. I wouldn't mind spending a day or two in DC. And then...
Cause I'm a cock, and I hope he fucks her good. In a way I wish I could.
Someone I know says they want to meet you up in we'll see. It's Philly and finally New York. Back. Paddy's Day as well. Now, at that point, I'll be there for Paddy's Day and then back home. So, you can more or less make out what this shit's all about, and I really am looking forward to it. But it's completely up in the air. If I don't have the money to get to beyond, say, Omaha, I fly home from Omaha. Hell, if I have the money, I go back to Chicago to get a cheaper flight and then fly out of Omaha. Fly out of Chicago. If I've got the whole thing and more, I'll let me plan from here. But at that point, I was certain that 3 months would be up.
Against my will. But he has a level of arrogance. Like, he honestly thinks he should be successful on YouTube. He does think he deserves like 100,000 subscribers.
Now look at that. You can clearly see while I'm doing a huge chunk of America, for the most part, I'm just going to be passing through it.
He has a level of arrogance, and it's like, dude,
It is
Egghead, you're not
absolutely
talented.
terrifying
You think you are. You
that
think you're
someone
witty.
from
You're
America
not.
does
Go blow your
so
brains out.
huge.
Have a nice day.
But the thing is, the reason I can pull this off, cheapness of the buses. I completely could not do this if I was in like if I couldn't leave, I'd be kind of fucked. I'd have to kind of book a flight home from New York as quickly as possible. So that isn't happening because every bus service I look at right now, the prices are fantastic. What's more, the prices are fantastic for right now. There's no reason why they'll be fantastic in January.
You're like a bard singing the tale of Egghead.
I am just doing this.
Probably just, calm down and think about things. Here's what happened. He's garbage. Egghead flew all the way
1, 2,
to
3,
New Orleans
4,
to come to
5,
the
6,
meetup.
7,
And he probably
8,
left
9,
like an hour into the meetup. Someone bought him a drink.
10,
He took a sip. He set it down.
11,
Another person bought him a
12,
drink. He took a sip. He set
13,
it down. And then he came to me,
14,
he's like,
15, 16,
I got a flight in the morning.
17.
He's so fucking lame,
guaranteed
dude.
it's
Literally
18.
ran. Like, he literally ran out of the building.
19, 20,
What is wrong
21,
with this guy?
22, 7, 8, 9, so 30 destinations. That's not counting
Stay in a fucking hotel room
detours,
looking at a ceiling? Come on, dude.
plan, or the different stops that we're stopping off at. And it's all doing. It's insane. Now, I'll stream this for now.
Darkness. Come out like, man, like, Egghead, you need to fucking, like, do
Oh,
some drinking practice.
look at the Three Stooges there. It's the Three Stooges now. It used to be the Four Stooges.
That's my fucking demands, Egghead.
There's tons of places I'm not going to. I'd love to see. For example, I want to see Salt Lake City. I want to see.
The egghead show, and then the egg is sitting there, and then at the end,
I probably
we
won't be
want
going
them
to Reno.
Oh no, an X-wing! And then
I'm not going to go to Austin, San Antonio, see the Alamo.
Like I think that would be 10
I won't be going to Nashville. I'll be going down to Florida. Went there years and years ago. Harrisburg, been there. Been there enough. Yeah, look at all the places up here I won't be going to. It sucks. I almost feel like each state should get 3 months to see every inch of it. Even tiny little shitty ones like, say, Rhode Island. So this will be from the 20th to the 20th. I got the return ticket, I just need to get the ESTA form now, and that's only like 17 quid. We do that next week.
I'm taking off on a makeshift spaceship. Next stop, other side of the moon. The lid's off, so I take a sip, facelift. You talking shit, but my rocket ship, boom. Full throttle, but the bottle getting empty.
You know, I am always surprised at America for Americans for not just traveling across America more.
Look into the rear view, Earth behind me.
I mean,
Getting tiny as the
look at all
stars
this
grow
shit.
closer.
I mean, obviously I'm not going to Anchorage or Honolulu, but
Going home means the party's
I'm
over.
going to be seeing a huge chunk of this, and it won't cost me all that much. It'll actually cost me a lot less than someone would spend going down to the Caribbean or the Mediterranean.
Yeah, I'm out of this. I'm out of this world. I'm out of this world. I'm all out of beer too. Staring at the earth while I'm looking through my rear view. Yeah.
This is going to require a lot of cash at the end of the day,
I'm out of this world.
which I have.
Space station
Got a little bit
with
more
some
today,
white
adding it to the
Russians.
pile.
We ain't talking about cosmonauts. Stay wasted,
But
maybe
I really am worried
Chase it
that...
down with some vodka shots.
No, I've always wanted to go to Green Bay, for example. There's nothing there, apparently, but it has such an impact on the wider American world. It's mental.
Drunk and lost in a sunken
So I want some good cheese. The only place in America you can get good cheese is Vermont and Wisconsin.
Back, relax, and watch the northern
Wisconsin.
lights. Someday maybe we
Swiss.
will be the fossils. Another species will be thinking that there's more to life. I'm out of this world. I'm out of my mind. I'm out of my own. I'm out of my grind. I'm out of this world. Yeah, I'm out of this. I'm out of this world.
Anyway, so this is almost certainly going to be watched in the future, in which case that's all well and good. I hope to...
I'm out of this world. Yeah, I'm out of this world.
If you've got any suggestions of any type,
Driving into outer space, styrofoam, syrup with a
you
can
by
of
all
Sprite.
means
Got
put it in the links down below. The links down below. No, you put it in the comment section down below.
Looking for a pillow I can rest on. Pop a pill,
I am
watch a little
absolutely
Rick and Morty. Wash it down more
Open
sauce
to
than the
advice,
Szechuan.
suggestions.
Been gone so long, brain twisted. I missed it, enlisted on another trip. Beer
I am
bottle
both
and a
freaked
shot,
out and I am
double-fisted.
excited.
On some other shit, take me to the mothership. I'm out of this world, I'm out
But
of my
you
mind,
guys,
I'm out
I
of my
can
own, I'm out
have
of
a
my
great time.
grind, I'm out of this world.
And of course, you are all going to be seeing it with me.
I'm out of this world, I'm out of this world, I'm all out of beer too. Staring at the earth while I'm looking through my rear view. Yeah, I'm out of this world. Yeah, I'm out of this world.
You are going to be completely backing me up. And that's a good thing. Gay means happy, and happy means gay. It's okay. So, yeah. That said, I am out of here. You will see me later on today, streaming. I'll do some pre-drinking drinking. In a few hours, or about 2 hours. Dinner first. Got me some nachi. Me some nachi and some turkey slices. Lined up the slices. Some sprinkled. Yeah. Alright, so, with that said, if anyone watches this in the future, enjoyed what I saw, they've seen, do give it a thumbs up and share it among people who can maybe go, wow, he's stupid, why doesn't he go? Or, hey, I'll be there at that point, maybe I can. Or, wow, I should do something with my life. That last one I think is good for everyone. Alright, with that said, 3 more minutes. Just remember, I do want you to eat more, because dudes, I want to be able to be the strong fat dude around. But girls, yeah. To do that, you must consume. Consume. America. I wonder why I have so much in common with you. This is rabbit as green. Yep. Alright. I am out of here. You all take care. And I shall see you all later to talk about bullshit of all stripes.